Hey y'all, tonight for dinner we're trying a new recipe. It's called queso chicken tacos. I got 3 frozen chicken breasts, tossed it in my crock pot, seasoned it with taco seasoning on both sides. I just flipped it around. And then I also poured in a can of Rotel with green chilies. And it's just the mild can. Honestly, I'd be fine with just pouring that one can in there. But I also poured in just a little bit more green chilies. And it called for a whole can of green chilies, but I didn't put in the whole can. I believe it called for the whole can. But anyways, I also put in half a cup of chicken broth and I cooked that. And then when it was done, I shredded it up and I added in a whole jar of the Tostino's cheese dip that you can find in the chip aisle. To go alongside my tacos, I'm making some Spanish rice. So at this point, I already, like after I showed you this little clip right here of all the ingredients, I already put my onion in. I wish I would have used more than this that's chopped up. But this is the seasonings I use: garlic powder, cumin, and then I have 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, 2 cups of water with 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon mixed in, and then my minced garlic. So at this point, I already have my onions in, and I just tossed in half of a teaspoon of minced garlic. You let that go for about a minute, and then you put in your 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, and then I put my seasonings in, which was my garlic powder and cumin. I did not measure this out. You know me, guys. I just wing it. But anyway, that's what I did. And then I stirred that around just to get the seasonings incorporated. And then once that's done, you go ahead and pour in the 2 cups of water that's mixed with the chicken bouillon. And then whenever you pour that in, you stir it just to get it combined and then leave it alone. Let it come to a boil. When it comes to a boil, at that point, you put your lid on. Do not take your lid off until your rice is all the way cooked. You will make it mushy. So, cook it on low for 20 minutes. And then what I did was I turned that burner off after the 20 minutes was up. And I let it sit on that burner for about 5 more minutes because it was still pretty hot. So I just let it sit there for 5 minutes. And then, because it still was a little liquidy whenever you look through the glass, but after the 5 minute mark, it was perfect. I took it off of that burner, let it sit for 5 more minutes, and then I took the lid off, and this is what it looked like. You guys, it was so good. Like, I'm talking about, like, I impressed myself. I didn't think that I was going to like it, and I liked it better than going out to eat Spanish rice. So, for the next step, I made burritos instead of tacos. I put a flour tortilla down that's the burrito size, and then I put some refried beans down, and then I put some of that rice on top of that, and then the chicken mixture on top of that, as well as some sour cream. And then I folded it over like a burrito and just fried it up in the pan like this. And for my husband, I added some lettuce in his. And this was my lunch the next day, just taco form. I just wanted to say that it was very good. The rice, 10 out of 10, definitely will make again, many times. The chicken, however, I really did like it, but I think that it would taste better with a different queso. So next time I make it, I'm going to try to make it with Love Missy XO. She's on YouTube. Look her up. All you got to do is put Love Missy XO, and you'll find her recipes, and her queso is amazing. Hey y'all, tonight for dinner I'm actually going to make chicken spaghetti. Don't mind my kiddo in the background. But anyway, I put 2 frozen chicken breasts in my crock pot, seasoned it with salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and I let that cook until it was done, and I shredded it up. And after this clip, I actually took it out and shredded it more with a hand mixer, and that worked out better. In this pot, I have about a tablespoon or so of butter and half of an onion and 1 bell pepper chopped up, and I'm putting salt and pepper on top, and I'm gonna saute that until the vegetables are pretty soft. And sorry, my kiddo keeps talking. But anyway, as you see, I'm sauteing it up, and then over here I actually have my water going so I can boil my noodles. And I didn't do any more footage because I've made this before, but In this bowl, I ended up pouring 1 can of cream of chicken, 1 can of cream mushroom, 1 16-ounce tub of sour cream. I poured in the vegetables, and I also poured in the chicken. And then I added some chicken bouillon to my water for my boiled noodles. I put my noodles in the pot, and then I mixed everything up and put some cheese on top, put it in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. And then I took the tin off and cooked it for a couple more minutes maybe. And then I just made some, garlic bread on the side, homemade. This is what it looked like when it was done. Y'all know how to make garlic bread. For dinner this night, I decided to make roasted chicken legs in the oven. I got some olive oil, garlic powder, and some onion powder, blackened seasoning, Tony's, paprika, some salt, and pepper, and poured that all together. And then I just put it all over the chicken and rubbed it down, and I put my oven on 425. I ended up cooking this for about 45 to 50 minutes, and it just didn't taste that great, you guys. Like, with as much seasoning as I mixed together and everything, it just didn't have much flavor to it. I don't know. I've made this before so many times, but different seasonings, and it was always good. But this night, I definitely did not like it at all. Like, at all. My husband didn't complain about it, but I did tweak it up a little bit. After it was done, which I have a clip in a few minutes I'm going to show you whenever it's done. But I ended up making it pretty much into barbecue chicken. Sorry guys. Anyways, I put some barbecue sauce on top, and then I put it in the oven to broil for a few minutes, and it made it a little bit better, but it still just wasn't there. Like, I like cooking chicken legs in my crock pot a lot better than the oven, but I definitely would not make this recipe again. But I did decide to include it because there's always going to be stuff that your dinners don't always come out the way you want them to, and it's reality, it's the truth. But anyway, for the side, I ended up doing these home-style steam and mashed potatoes. This is what it looked like whenever it came out of the oven after being in there for about 50 minutes. You guys, I didn't like it. It just didn't taste that great to me at all. I don't know what it was. So I took the carrots out and put some Sweet Baby Ray sauce on top, and I'm hoping that it will be better. Thank y'all so much for watching this week. I know there isn't a lot of meals on this week because we ate out a lot, and we had some birthday parties to go to, so we ate out, and family emergencies. So this is all for this week. Thank y'all for watching.